everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Colts going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now let's go. Green, 39, back to 39, 30. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go. Over.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. On first down, it's Locke. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing is Locke. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw, Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dontari Poe busting through to get him for a loss of 6. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And Abdullah lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got Will Tye complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. On first down, Luck. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And Luck opting not to run a play. He's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Luck now on second down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dontari Poe breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, Luck. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And Elliott puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline, somewhat happy.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. right. This is Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Begin the drive with Abdullah. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. A shotgun snap for Love. Caught left side by Hilton. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
It's Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down, Freeman. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Go, 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 everybody, run! Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Over! Leopard! 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 Now let's go! Green!
Freeman again. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. And the Colts coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a 1st down throw. Luck. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And that one for the 49ers, now a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Second and 10, Luck again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Luck on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. On 1st down, Abdullah. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Locke. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 18-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And his throw here is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now running right through it. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
23 yards on the play.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Here's Locke. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Locke. Forced out to his left. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Here's Luck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Luck. Moncrief brings it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, it's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine.
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Throwing is Luck. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 11. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jeremiah Tauchu able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So 2nd and 10 here. A toss to Abdullah. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Throwing on third down, Luck. Flush to his right, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll run for it with a fullback DeMarco. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tech McKinley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. To throw on second down is Luck. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Collins. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They go with Abdullah again. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Just beating the play clock is Love. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On first down, Love. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Abdullah on the counter. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jonathan Hankins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Out of the gun, Luck. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd and 10, Luck. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Luck connecting with Moncrief for the Indianapolis first. Luck. This is a screen to Abdullah. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Luck throwing again. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He finds an opening past the 40. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Back to throw, Luck. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Luck now on second down. A dump off for Abdullah. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They run with Abdullah. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Throwing again is Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down throw, Luck. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. On 1st and 10, Luck. It's caught by Moncrief. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. A handoff to Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, here's Love. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. Fighting through, and he's got space. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, this is blocked. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now from Baltimore. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that when they open the lead a bit further. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. big offensive